Good afternoon, I'm Bradford Debs. I'll be giving you a speech on Consulting 101 for SPCH 1321 from Central Texas College. This is the agenda we're going to cover today. We'll go over what a consultant is, the type of work consultants do, and why an organization would use a consultant. Do you have a lot of experience or expertise in a specific area? Do you enjoy solving complicated problems? Does the idea of advising senior staff on how to improve a process or implement a change appeal to you? If you answered yes to any of these, then consulting may be the perfect career for you. So first we'll look at what a consultant is. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, they define a consultant as one who gives professional advice or services. Another definition by the free online Dictionary of Computing defines a consultant as a person who facilitates organizational change and or provides subject matter expertise on technical, functional, and business topics during development or implementation. Consultants perform business requirements analysis, recommend selection of package software, develop proposals for consulting services, and manage implementation products at client sites. They provide expert knowledge of products such as SAP R3, PeopleSoft, HRMS Financials, and SmartStream. Next, we're going to look at the consulting sectors where you'll often see consultants working in. It's not an all-inclusive list, but this is some of the big ones. Financial services, management, human resources, and information technology. So financial services, they deal with asset management, helping an organization manage their monetary assets, provide accounting expertise, do investment planning, and they also do personal financial management for particularly wealthy people who want assistance in managing their own personal assets. Management, they deal with corporate restructuring, acquisitions and mergers when you have one company that purchases another, and they come in and advise on how to bring those two companies together in a way that makes sense without losing all of the employees from one company or the other or degrading the morale. Strategy planning, when a company wants to look at their vision for the next 5 to 10 years, they might hire a consultant to come in and advise on how to establish that vision and then implement it and provide it for them. Human resources, they deal with benefits management, helping that organization choose a benefits package, medical and vision services that are a good fit for both the organization and the employees. Personnel placement, headhunting, going out and finding good employees that are a good mix for that company, as well as onboarding, filling out all the proper paperwork, getting everything documented, getting the employee started with the company. And employee satisfaction, they might have a third-party consultant that comes in and sends out surveys to the employees and aggregates the results of those surveys and then sends them up to the management for review. Information technology is a big one because you have so many specialized areas within information technology. It might not make sense to hire on a full-time staff member internally just to have that one area of expertise that you may only use occasionally. Some of the areas where you're going to see them is security, systems implementation, platform upgrades, and architecture design. A lot of these involve highly specialized systems or very large complex systems that require a lot of experience or training or specific certifications to implement these or upgrade them. And so it makes sense to hire a consultant to come in and do that implementation and upgrade rather than maintain that full-time staff member to do the occasional work. So looking again at when you would use a consultant, we've already covered a lot of this, but going back over it again across all the sectors, you would hire a consultant when you need to provide expertise in a specific area. For short-term projects, maybe you have a project that's going to last maybe 1 year or 2 years. It might not make sense to hire a staff member internally for projects that you know you're going to have to let them go 1 or 2 years down the road when the project is over. You also use consultant to provide an alternate perspective. A lot of times, corporate management, they may all have one single point of view coming from a particular angle within that company, and they can hire a consultant that has a different viewpoint from working with a lot of different companies that can then provide a different perspective on how to approach that problem. And then leveraging firm experience. A lot of times these consultant firms will have, they'll be very experienced in one single track, but they'll have that experience across a lot of organizations, and they'll be able to see what's gone wrong and what's gone well with other companies. and they'll be able to save this company from having to make the mistakes to learn from that mistake. A quick industry snapshot. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, employment in this industry is expected to grow by 83%, representing a gain of more than 800,000 jobs over the 2008-18 decade. According to MIT Sloan School of Business, consulting has the highest reported salary for 2011-2012 MIT Sloan MBA graduates. And according to USAspending.gov, the U.S. federal government awarded $451 billion in contracts in fiscal year 2012. It's important to note that not all these contracts are specifically consultant services, but that differentiation is not made in the numbers reported. And here's a quick pop culture example of some strategy consultants that you might see when consultants have been hired to come in and assist with change in a company. So in summary, we learned what a consultant is, type of work consultants do, and why an organization would use consultants. That concludes my speech. Here are my references if you'd like to read any